You love the feeling of being renewed. To protect the things most precious to you. To stay beautiful every single day. To breathe just like we do, because you are truly delicate. Protecting the ones who've been with us through the years. With Sayalac Care, the only wood coating that truly protects you. Sayalac Wood Coatings from JAT.
Welcome to Lmd Newsweek. I'm Ashwini Vethakan and we begin with a roundup of local news. As of this week, the total number of COVID-19 cases in the island currently stands at 106,484, with the total number of recoveries reaching 95,445, and the total number of deaths now stands at 661. The second dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine rolled out early on Thursday. Frontline healthcare workers and security forces personnel will be given first priority as usual. Chinese State Councillor and Minister of National Defence General Wei Feng arrived in Sri Lanka on a 2-day state meet with the Sri Lankan President and Prime Minister to partake in a mutually beneficial bilateral discussion. On Wednesday, the Minister of Education stated that the results of the 2020 GCE A-level examination is to be expected to be released within a week. The Road Development Authority said that the Kottawa exit point on the Southern Expressway will remain closed until further notice, with the exception of buses and ambulances. This decision was made following the discovery of 3 COVID-19 cases at the Kottawa interchange. Expressway users are requested to use the Athurugiriya and Kahathuduwa exit points in the interim. While attention is focused on one pandemic, another long-lasting epidemic is in the spotlight once more. On Monday, the director of the National Dengue Control Unit revealed that there has been a notable increase in the number of dengue cases reported this year compared to the year prior. A total of 1,743 and 2,686 cases were reported from the Western Province and the Batticaloa district respectively. Moving on to business news, the Cabinet spokesman announced that Cabinet approval was granted to set up a National Debt Security Centre. This is expected to help small and medium-scale entrepreneurs and increase local production. The aim of the institution is to reduce pressure on the entrepreneurs when obtaining loans from banks. The Ministry of Tourism plans to invest 519 million rupees on tourism development projects this year. This includes 100 million rupees for the development of the Dutch forts, 37 million rupees for developing current tourist attraction venues, 265 million rupees for the construction of 30 intermediate houses in the vicinity of the Madhu Church in Mana, 62 million rupees for the development of railway stations that attract tourists, and 10 million rupees for tourist village projects. In a statement released on Monday, the International Chamber of Commerce Sri Lanka expressed its opinion that the Port City project will have a significant impact on the economy in terms of attracting much-needed FDI, together with the potential new employment and trade opportunities that will generate over time. It further pointed out that similar special economic zones have been established and proven to be successful in many countries. What can we expect following World Bank Country Director to the Maldives, Nepal and Sri Lanka, Faris Hadadza's recent visit to Sri Lanka? Well, here are the highlights. It was stated that the World Bank will continue to support Sri Lanka's recovery efforts. Discussions explored exciting avenues for collaboration in terms of harnessing digital technologies to provide better opportunities. Furthermore, 2 important agreements were signed. The country will be granted nearly $70 million in credit to help improve dams and irrigation schemes, and a $69.33 million loan to build a modern transport terminal in Kandy. The Financial Intelligence Unit of the Central Bank is seeking approval to introduce amendments to the anti-money laundering and countering the finance of terrorism laws in the country to rectify their deficiencies and enhance compliance. The Convention of the Suppression of Terrorist Financing Act No. 25 of 2005, Prevention of Money Laundering Act No. 5 of 2006 and Financial Transactions Reporting Act No. 6 of 2006 are proposed to be amended as part of this initiative. We'll be back after a short break with the latest in global and sports news.
Thank you so much for all the support you gave me, guys.
Okay.
Today, I got promoted.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Welcome back to the show, and here's the latest in global news. As of this week, the global COVID numbers have surpassed 151 million, with the number of recoveries reaching 128 million, and the number of deaths have just surpassed 3 million. Google's parent company, Alphabet, reported revenues of $55.3 billion for the first 3 months of this year, which is a 34% increase compared to the same period last year. The company recorded almost $18 billion in profits and announced a $50 billion stock buyback. Spain looks forward to opening its borders to overseas travelers from June, as plans for an EU-wide digital certificate go before the European Parliament. The Tourism Minister of Spain, Fernando Valdez, says that a pilot test will take place in May to prepare the country to welcome the new arrivals. The Canadian province of British Columbia has placed the blame for the loss of internet service for 12 hours on a highly unlikely culprit: beavers. The allegations were brought forward by the service provider as parts of the underground cabling had been found in the beaver's home. It was estimated that around 900 internet users and 60 TV customers were affected by this devious attack. The Central Asian nation of Turkmenistan celebrated an unorthodox but heartwarming holiday on the 25th of April. Unlike other holidays, this day was purely dedicated to celebrating a certain breed of poochers, the Central Asian Shepherd, or Alabe, a variety of shepherd dog that is native to the country. Dogs took center stage as they took part in events designed to showcase the elegance and value of these canine companions. Wrapping things up, we look at the world of sport. Australian players Adam Zampa, Kane Richardson and Andrew Tye decided to pull out of the ongoing Indian Premier League tournament in favour of returning home due to the concerns posed by the COVID-19 situation in India. Furthermore, off-spinner Ravichandran Ashwin announced that he too would likely be taking a break from the IPL to focus on his family life. Australia, India, New Zealand, Pakistan and South Africa have secured their places in the Cricket T20 at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. A country from the West Indies will also compete in the Women's 2020 tournament alongside England, which qualifies automatically as the host. The qualifying teams were determined by the latest International Cricket Council rankings. The 8th and final place will go to the winner of a qualifier. Royal Challengers Bangalore managed to regain the top spot on the points table following the nail-biting clash with Delhi Capitals on Tuesday. The Royal Challengers, who were put into bat first, posted a modest total of 171-5, courtesy of a blistering innings by AB de Villiers, who scored 75 off 42 balls. The Capitals fell short by 1 run despite the valiant captain Rishabh Pant's knock of 58 off 48 balls. Former Sri Lanka seamer and bowling coach Nuwan Zoiza has been banned from all cricket for 6 years for match-fixing offences. The 42-year-old was found guilty of 3 breaches of the International Cricket Council Anti-Corruption Code, which included being party to an effort to fix an international match. And that's all the news we have for you this week. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you for watching and stay safe.